So I just wanted to have a go at reviewing this SIV M9 Dashcam. I think that SIV stands for Safety in Vehicles. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, it's a 1080p Dashcam. I've got this from Amazon, or Amazon as normal people say it. I've already got it out of the boxes and stuff, so this is just to show you how it comes, sort of thing, but it comes in bags. So this is the camera itself. As you can see, it's got a little light there for the night time. On the top you've got a power button and audio plug. You've got a plug for a GPS, but I don't know any more about that. There's a mini USB. On the bottom side you've got your micro SD card and a mini HDMI port there, and then the function buttons underneath there. I think that's a mic on the side, I'm not 100% sure, and nothing on that side. So that's the camera itself. It's quite weighty. I think it's quite made of metal. Don't know what sort of metal, but it's not bad. And it's also got that's the screw bit for mounting into the car. So inside the box, obviously there's going to be paper bags, but I've got rid of those. So you've got the car charger cable. So that's really long, so I think you can stretch that around your window frame, maybe try and get it fitted in nicely. So really long, perfect for the car. It also comes with just a short one so that you can plug it into your computer, etc. You've got one with an M3 sticker pad, so you can stick that to your dashboard, I suppose, or something where you just want to leave it permanently stuck in. And then you've got the good old sucker, so you can just screw it into there and into the top there and hang it off your windscreen. Sorry, just watching the World Cup and I think Nigeria have just equalised. Fantastic. Anyway, there's also a guidebook, so it comes written in Chinese, but there's also English instructions as well, so relatively straightforward instructions, I think. It's a reasonable camera. I will hopefully edit in some flight footage from my car earlier on, and I'll show you how it looks. Yeah, it's got a few useful features. So it's got motion detection, which is quite interesting. So every time the car moves, it will start recording, and you can set that on loop. It's also got a G sensor, so I think if you get into a crash, that means it will lock the recording so that you can find it later. It's got lots of different settings, as most of these things do. The viewing angle seems quite good from what I've looked at on the TV. Yeah, have a look for yourself. I'll add in a film after this. Goodbye.
Is lost in obscurity. It's defunct as the hotel itself. 4 checked in, none checked out. One of them, Andy Lessers, was never seen again. For all history tells, he might have spent the rest of his life living in pleasant ease in Portsmouth. Somehow I doubt it. 2 of the other ringleaders, Amsel Bickford and Davy Hartwell himself, were found floating face down in the Kenduskeag. Bickford was missing his head. Someone had taken it off and swiped the woodsman's two-hander. Both of Hartwell's legs were gone.
So as you can see in the footage that I just shared, the picture quality is pretty good. You can read the number plates, things like that, so it's quite cool. What I quite like about this is you've got, push this button at the bottom where my thumb is, and you start recording like this. And you can see that it's not very in focus, but you can see that the picture is recording. You've got a menu button which I'm going to push with my thumb here, so that gets you into the options. So you've got the resolution, time loop, time lapse, WDR. Can't see what that is. Motion detection. Whoops. Let's try again. Power on record, so it starts recording every time it turns on. You can change your audio, you can add a date stamp. There's a G sensor set, so you can turn that on and off. I think that's in case you get bumped, and it will lock the video in place. There's also a parking monitor, so this means that any sort of movement of the car whilst you've left it in there, it will turn it on and it will start recording. So the next menu, you've got you can change all the date and times. You can add your number plate to the movie, so that if that's for insurance purposes and stuff like that, I guess. You've got the auto power off function, you've got the beep sounds, you can change the TV mode to NTS whatever it is, and PAL. You can change the language. Oh, messed it up again, sorry. The frequency, the hertz. You've got the screensaver you can change. You can change the light on the front, so you can change how that turns on. You can up the volume, change the exposure, the white balance, format the card. I don't know, I guess the default just returns it all to default settings. And then you've got the version as well. If you hold down this function button down there, you can change to camera mode, and again then you can view your films. So if I just touch the settings when you're trying to view them, I push the wrong button. This is great. So you can choose, these are my weird videos that I was just accidentally set off in the car, and then you can play it as well on the video camera like that, so you can view it straight away. It took me a while to realise that. Then hold down that function button again and it should go back to the front screen. So that's really cool. The sticky thing sticks to your window really well, I've noticed. And this we need some light. That's better. So you see it just screws in on there, so it's not quick release, so there is a bit of faffery about it, and you have to plug in the power cord if you take it out of the car, which is probably a good idea to stop people stealing it, because people like to steal things. I'd quite like it if it was quick release and the power came through this thing here. That'd be fantastic, so you can just scoop it out your car every time you didn't want to leave it in there. But you know, it's for the price. This is a pretty good dash cam, I would say. Yeah, quite pleased with it. Hopefully I'll never need it. So that's it really. Cheers for watching, and England for the cup. See you later.